Wolfenstein is a shooter that is well known for establishing Nazis as the bad guys in games, and now they're asking a very important question. Is it okay to punch Nazis? This was something that came out in the New York Times in a direct response to Richard Spencer being punched, and possibly punched some more. And one developer, Ramsey Nasser, decided to use ID Software's open source Wolfenstein assets to ask some very important political commentary. Let's take a look at just one example. So this is something that is asked right before you would want to press the trigger. Wouldn't peaceful protest be more effective? Some other dialogue choices include, has violent resistance ever solved anything? Is it okay to deny fascists a platform? Doesn't this make you the real Nazi? And so forth with this game in particular. It's kind of ironic coming from this game and kind of a funny commentary on what is happening in our current political climate.
I think you give too much credit to Wolfenstein for establishing Nazis as the bad guys in games. I think Nazis did a good enough job with that on their own, making themselves the bad guys. I don't think they needed a lot of help from game developers.
Fair enough, fair enough.
But it's crazy to me because this particular game, this mod, is reactionary to the reaction, like the global reaction of punching Richard Spencer. So, I don't know if you've noticed, I am white.
What?
Yes, I'm white, and I have blue eyes and blonde hair. So I can't really hold very many conversations about Nazis without people saying I'm not a sympathizer, I'm not a white nationalist, I'm not any of those things. What I will say is that I don't advocate violence or assault at all, or battery. I don't think Nazis should be punched.
I'm going to disagree with you here.
I think this game is saying, see what happens when you say, should Nazis be punched? Like, it gets in the way of punching Nazis and shooting Nazis. Like, this game puts up these annoying dialogue boxes with the things that I would say, like, violence is not the answer, and that's exactly what they want to happen.
Well, I mean, I think context is important.
Of course.
In this game, he is coming at you violently, and you're being asked this question.
And that's true.
I think you can't defend. No one wants to see an innocent person get punched, or someone who has controversial views but are inherently nonviolent views. But if you're espousing beliefs of, hey, you should be killed for who you are, you don't deserve to be treated like a person, you can't be shocked if you get punched. If you go to a bar and there's some jerk getting in everyone's face, calling them animals, reducing them, and just being terrible, you can't be shocked if that guy gets punched.
Indefensible. Still don't support any type of violence against that person.
I think in some circumstances, I would agree with you. In this one, where we have an inherently violent and beyond approach, I would disagree. And then we also have this debate of, are white nationalist Nazis? Because they frequently say, no, we're not. But, maybe you would be if you had the opportunity. Maybe if the church had the power it used to have, maybe it would act differently than it does now. Maybe if it were cool to be a Nazi, you would act that way. But in the current climate, it is not cool to be a Nazi. And I think that's the right perspective to be in.
I would agree with you. It's not cool to be a Nazi, kids. Don't do it. So being a Nazi is a state of being. Being racist is a state of being. Believing that whites are the superior race and other people are inferior is a belief. Punching someone is an action. And I don't think that action should be socially acceptable in a vacuum by itself.
If your core belief is this person does not deserve to live or exist or have rights or basic human comforts.
I agree. It's awful. It's terrible. It's dreadful. And they are pushing the bounds of free speech into and well past hate speech. And that's not okay. That's not protected by the First Amendment. But if everyone gets together and agrees it's okay to punch Nazis, well, if they don't stop, then what's next? Is it okay to stab Nazis? Is it okay to shoot them in the face? Is it okay to drag them behind your car with a chain because they're Nazis? Like, that's... it's a slippery slope.
I don't like slippery slope arguments, and I don't think that's a fair equivalency.
Okay.
You can have your opinions. I'm not going to punch you because you don't have an inherently violent take toward my state of being.
I appreciate that, Kim.
And that is, I think, the most normal thing that we can do is we should expect civil discourse but we should all work within the rules of civil discourse. And that isn't happening in a lot of places. And I'm not shocked that this happens, and I'm not saying, like, I don't think it's undeserved.
I'm glad that this game could spur this conversation and that we can have it and that I can be wrong, I guess.
I mean, this is a game that I think you can try this out if you like.
Literally
Master's
unplayable.
take on this, you can try it out. I mean,
I got through one dialogue box and I was like, ugh, I get it.
the game is obviously a comment on the political climate, which is the original version of the game also being a comment on actual Nazis. It's all a beautiful tapestry of understanding and responding to pure liquid hatred. And you can always use the best weapon of the game, which is moral certitude. Audience!
I thought it was like a really big gun. I think you want the big gun in that game.
In the game?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll look for it. Maybe a robot of some sort would be better. Audience, have you tried this game? Do you understand the point of it? Do you like the point of it? Or are you going to write, stay in your lane, Nerd Alert, stop talking about politics? Let us know below in the comments, and please like and subscribe for more.